Hey, I've made an arrangement for Ray Parker Jr.'s Ghostbusters theme just in time for Halloween. So stick around to the end of the video and I'll show you how to play all the different parts to this classic 80s tune. I'm on my low G ukulele today. Sounds just as good on a high G. First chord we're going to need is B. So to play a B, you're going to need your clamp. You want to clamp the bottom two strings on the second fret and then pop your other two fingers here. That's your B chord. Now we're going to switch down to the A chord by using our first finger on the first fret of the second string and then popping your second finger there on the second fret of the top string to make an A. And from there we're going to go up to our E chord. Now the E only requires that you use your third finger on the fourth fret of the top three strings. Okay, I do put my finger here in the position of an actual E chord. I'm pretty sure that that is muted by this finger and I'm only getting the top three strings. That's all you need because that note there is the same as that note. It's just an octave apart. If you're on a standard tuned ukulele, it'd be exactly the same note. So the action is this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're playing the B on the beat 2, 1, 2, then 3 on the A, and then up for the E on the fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now to make it sound funky, what we want to do is play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all downstrokes. And then from there, if you really want to funk it up, you need down, up, down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So let's slow this right down. Essentially you're playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, after you hit the E, it sounds good if you go down, up, down. So you have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? The other thing that you can do is on the A and the E, you can do a quick down, up. So you're starting to play 16th notes. This is Ray Parker Jr. He's a funky cat. He's thinking in really cool, laid back Chicago 16th grooves, man. You want to develop this 1 and 2 and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and 2. So you want your fingers to really press lightly on these chords. You're kind of more muting and you're letting the chords just come out at the precise moment. It's really a percussion exercise. 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 and 2 and a 3 E and a 4 E and a... So play around with that and see what you can do. Okay, the next section has 4 chords and we already know 3 of them. So you need to play a B, then an A. Now this one is a G sharp minor. That's probably the easiest way to play it, like so. So think of it like it's a a G7, but you're going to use these fingers and leave that one off. And you're going to move it up so that the two fingers down the bottom are on the 4th fret. And then you move that up one string closer to your face. And now you pop your first finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. G sharp minor. The other way you can play it is, that's your G sharp. So let's swap the fingers out. So you've got this finger free. Move it up one and then pop your first finger there. That sounds better in my opinion, but it's a challenge to get there in time. Luckily, you do have plenty of time. So the last chord is E. So the trick to this one is you play your B chord and count 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to hit the A for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plenty of time to get to your chosen G sharp chord. 1, 2, 3, and then 5 on the E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very clever device he has employed here. It really grabs your ear when you go away from your standard 4 beats to the bar. Suddenly we're changing in a very unusual spot and it just makes you feel discombobulated, which is perfect for the tune for Ghostbusters. Genius. So let me play that for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the next part is when it goes from the B to the A chord, which is a slide like this. 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3. 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3. So what I'm doing there is playing on the downstroke for the B, on the 1, and then sliding to the A for the and stroke, the upstroke. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. You hit the B chord on the up, on the and down on the 3 and 3. And then we have a mute stroke. So you release the pressure of the B and play 4 and. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... On my arrangement I stop there because I've put it in a drum fill, and the drum fills are just by muting the strings with your Z chord, which is, in case you don't know, is just letting your fingers rest gently on the strings. So there's no resonance at all, you just have percussion. And I'm doing a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a... which is a prominent part of the song, so that's why I put it in the arrangement. Now, there's another part which is really interesting. He kind of leaves the key and goes up to F sharp. So you can play an F sharp down here, but I prefer the sound of this one for the uke arrangement because it's a little bit more exciting, I suppose. Best way to play an F sharp is just by barring the 6th fret. And I'm going to use my pinky down here on the 9th fret, on the bottom 2 strings. Which makes it like a power chord. Takes the 3rd out of the chord and makes it tougher. So we have 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4. So that's going to be our mute stroke, which is just by allowing your fingers to go really lightly on the strings. So we have down, up, ta 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 ta. So 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4, followed by these notes, which is your D, C sharp, A, and then we do it again, F sharp, and now we're going to play, which is 4th fret on the bottom string, 7 on the next one, 5 on the next one, making that C sharp B A. I'm doing it 4 times in total. 3 times you have notes. So altogether it's like this. Other notes. First notes. Bustin' makes me feel good. Best part of the song. Bustin' makes me feel good. Bustin' makes me feel good. Bustin' makes me feel good. Ray Parker Jr., folks. Actually, Ray Parker Jr. teaches you how to play this on guitar himself, and I will link the video in the description. What a gentleman. What a cool guy. Just checking to see if my hand is in focus or not. It's hard for me to see because I'm blind with glasses and the screen's over there. Incidentally, if you would like to help me upgrade my gear and get a automatic focus lens, I'm going to leave my PayPal down below, and if you're on YouTube you can use the thanks button, the little love heart shaped thing, to make a donation to help me upgrade my gear so that making these videos is a bit easier and less time consuming. So let's get into the leady parts. There's different ways that you can play this one. I find it much easier to play these with a pick, so I'm going to use a pick, okay? So you can use that one, that's pretty easy. So you're up here on the 5th fret on the bottom string, which is a D note, and you have the 7th fret of the 2nd string, which is your B. And it's kind of crossing the rhythm. So you play little chromatic run there. So you have 4 from the D to the B. Until you play your little chromatic run there. All the tabs for these parts are available at my Patreon page, patreon.com/Uke Mullum. Go over there and grab it now. So to make it sound really cool and bluesy, you could put a little bend in there. Just a little one. And if you're going to do that, then I suggest doing this, because it's quite hard to bend from that finger on that string there. So what I've done is moved up to this D note, and then the B's there, and I slide down to play my chromatic run. So you're just on one string the whole time, and it's easier to bend that string up there, I find. So I'm going down with my pick for the first bend, and then up on the last B note. In the little video I made, I also did a harmony on that one. So it's up here on the 9th fret. So you're going from that note to 10, 9 to 10. and the chromatic run is and then I finish on it. So if you can bend, you're up here on the 14th fret and you're bending up to that note, which is actually on the 15th fret. Let's see. Right at the end, there is one more riff that I threw in there, which is the same as these ones, but you can do it down here if you're on the low G. Same shape as if you were up here. Okay. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out with me all the way to the end of the video. I really appreciate that. YouTube loves that. So do I. I used to give gold stars, but I don't anymore. I just want to say thank you, and I really appreciate it. See you in the next one. There's a truck outside beeping. Bloody annoying.
Swirl in the sun and the swirl in the sky. Swirl in the sky and the smile on the face. Smile on the